Hi guys, just back from holiday. My grandsons really enjoyed playing with this. Unfortunately, they played with it rather a lot, and in the end it died. First thing that went was one of the universal joints at the front here has given up. Yeah, that one's still connected and that one's not, so we're going to have a look in there, see if there's any chance of repairing that. I think to repair it I'd probably need a 3D printer. It's an unbranded toy anyway, or at least I've no idea where it came from originally. I don't know what the brand is, so I doubt whether I'll be able to find spares. Anyway, that's one problem. The other problem is, if we just connect it back up again, still got some power in there. Okay, steering still works, but no back motor. So instead of being four-wheel drive, it dropped to being three-wheel drive, that one and those two. And then, with a little bit more robust playing, we've burnt out the back motor. So, first of all, I'm going to have a look at the front and just see if there is any chance of doing anything to the universal coupling, or whatever we want to call that in there. And then we'll see if we can do anything about the motor. Right. It's not as simple as the screws come loose. So we're going to have to separate this lot just so we can lift that off and have a look. Yeah, I think I can see what the problem is anyway. Right, do I need to zoom in at all? If I zoom in, I'll probably just have my hands in the way anyway. Let's unplug that, turn that one off. Is that going to do anything on the front there? Probably not. It does look like we've got to at least undo that one. And that one. Looks like we've got to do the whole thing. Might as well do it anyway so we can have a look inside, don't I? I was actually trying to think if I could do it, just lever it up and just get that out, but we might as well have a look at the gearbox and that, see what we've got. Is that going to come apart? No, it is going to want those off. Surely it doesn't need that off. No, looks like it does. I'm just hoping I don't need to take the servo off that I put on the other side, because that's hot glued in place. Oh, there we are, that's why we couldn't undo it. Another screw in the middle. Right. Now it's going to all fly apart and we lose everything. Positive thinking. Okay, so there's our front gearbox. So fairly standard little motor, reduction gearing, so small gear drives big gear, small gear drives big gear, small gear drives big gear. So we got reduction, and then at this end, that's the bit that's broken, not that bit, but that bit. So I don't see any way of fixing that. Well, if we just lift that out, we can see what the other one's like, can we? No, we can't. We've got to unscrew it. Oh no, there we are. Right, that's what we're missing. A piece like that from this end. That looks to me like it's landed hard that way, and that's been pushed over and split. And we couldn't find the bits, so that's our problem. That bit would sit in there and drive that. Only that's from the other side, so we'll put that one back in again so we don't lose any bits and pieces. And that's the bit that that screws into. So that goes back on there. That does absolutely nothing going back on there, but I'll put it back on anyway. Slip that over there, slip that over there, so we can keep it all together. What a shame. Still, that's handy to see that motor, because it's going to be the same on that end, and I was wondering, that was the original steering module, so I just wondered if it happened to have the same motor in it. Because if it does, that would be a very quick fix, wouldn't it? Nah. Right, as I understand it, the colour indicates the I'll say voltage, probably the current carrying capacity of the motor. So although we could just stick it in there because it's the same size, I think the fact that it's green indicates that it's going to be a lower current capability. Yeah, I won't stick that one in there just now. I'll have a look around. I have had some with black end pieces. So worst case scenario, we could do that. And that would give us power again. Oops, that's the wrong place. Over there. There. And that one I put in there, that seems to be okay. Right, okay, so that's that bit back together. Let's put this back together for now. Don't actually need that spring in there because that's doing nothing. Possibly getting in the way. It used to have a plastic bit up the middle there, so that would actually give you centering with your toy grade steering. But being as I've converted it to a hobby grade servo, that is redundant. Come on, all fit in there nicely, no arguments please. Something's not lining up quite right. It's lining up. That's in place, that's in place. That's slipped. So that's slipped because it's slipped down there, or because it should be up there. That's what the problem is. Is that enough? Yeah. Okay. You don't really need to see me screwing all these screws back in place, do you? Oh, we want that in there. Oh, rude words. Come on, in. No, you want it all the way off to get in there, don't you? Right. Tell you what, I don't know if you can see, I'm actually sweating in here because I'm in the conservatory and the sun is coming in through the windows. And it's getting a bit warm. And that noise, if you can hear it, is one of the solar toys going. I am sweating. Where did that come from? Oh, I know, that was holding that spring in place, which we don't need. Right, I'm going to open some doors and windows because I'm far too hot.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.